What's up, everybody? This is Coach Matt Springer, and I'm going to help you guys get better rope climbs in 3 easy steps. And I actually started my fitness career, believe it or not, at a rock climbing gym. And if you've ever been in a rock climbing gym, you know that climbing a wall of any sort, or even a rope for that matter, you always start with what your feet are doing and the support your feet give you before you worry about your hands. And too often I see people death gripping a rope and they end up with, massive form and bicep pump, and it really limits the amount of volume you can do in rope climbs. So today we're gonna reorder and rearrange how you think of rope climbs, and it's gonna be putting more of the focus on your footwork. So for starters, however you want to actually get on the rope and establish a foot lock, that's individual variance and outside of the scope of this video. But the first of the 3 steps that you're going to attempt on this rope climb series is simply jumping up, establishing a foot lock, releasing the majority of your hand grip, and staying on the rope for a full 30 seconds. So it's not actually a tall jump you need. You don't have to get very far off the ground at all. Again, the idea is that you can establish a foot lock with minimal hand assistance and not slide down the rope. A lot of times you'll see people grip the rope and they have a very weak foot lock. That's not what we're looking for. Again, what is it? You jump up the rope, you establish the foot lock, and you don't really need your arms whatsoever. That's step number 1. And again, you need to be able to do that for a full 30 seconds before you can progress to the next step. The next step, I call it the segmented rope climb, and that's actually the most important step that you'll spend a lot of time on. With the segmented rope climb, you'll do what I just did, where you pause, you release your grip, you make sure that your foot lock is established, and you'll do that for every climb going up the rope and also every climb going down the rope. So again, what is it? It's establishing your foot lock, it's getting comfortable releasing your hands briefly, and here's what it looks like. So it's not important how high you jump. What's important is that you establish a foot lock anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds going up the rope, because again, that's the foundation of a rope climb, is your foot lock. Once you make it to the top, importantly, every time you go down, you reestablish a foot lock. You don't need your hands. And then developing mastery, step number 3, is simply not holding the segments for any length of time. When you're starting out doing the segmented climb, you might hold it for 3 to 5 seconds per climb. And again, mastery is reducing the time that you're actually spent at any given segment until it looks like a regular rope climb. So again, you don't actually need the hands. And because your foot lock is what you're focusing on, it's really easy to slide down the rope instead of hand over hand death gripping it. So you guys, again, what is it? Establish a foot lock, do a segmented climb where every progression up or down the rope, you reestablish a foot lock, and then mastery of those drills is simply removing the time that you pause on the rope. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments.